but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. There's some space here. They work this well upfield across the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. They went with a nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run. Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. On 1st and 10, Bush. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 8-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Bush. And it is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The 8-yard line. Face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lock and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Broncos 0.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. Room here to run. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
From the gun, block, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun. Block. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
Again. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bush, complete. Jefferson the target. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Looking to throw. Bush. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Bush. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Second down. Massey, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun. Locke. They're going for Hammer, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Bush being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So a decent game, but all for nothing on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. I know people celebrating. The guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bush. And it's caught by Smith. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, block. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. They'll indeed start on the ground and run that clock. Anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
8-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun. Bush. And it is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. shot before break. Bush. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On first down, Bush. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. From the gun, Bush. As he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. This is Handler on the receiving end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Broncos.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up on Mike Hughes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
The Vikings.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down. Bush. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Operating from the gun. Bush. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on second and long. Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. is Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Block. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, block, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On 1st and 10, Bush. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again. Bush. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. goes. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Bush. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Bush. That is made complete over the middle. That's Contreras. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Massey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. The fumble recovery, it's locked. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Broncos first down.
Movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Lock. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Locke. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bush. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
49-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, Bush. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
For the encore, if you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down.
He's got his tight end fan. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were